High is recognized for 2 minutes.
I thank the gentleman for yielding. Mr. Chairman, I rise today in support of H.R. 3590, the Sportsman's Heritage and Recreational Enhancement Act, or SHARE Act. I have introduced this legislation on behalf of the Congressional Sportsmen's Caucus, of which I am a co-chairman with Congressman Benny Thompson, of whom I thank for his work. I also would like to thank Chairman Hastings for his support of the various bills contained in the Sportsman's Package, as well as Chairman Schuster and Chairman Upton. I would also like to thank all of my colleagues that have introduced the individual bills that make up this package legislation. As a lifelong hunter and outdoorsman, issues relating to hunting and conservation are extremely important to me. This legislation includes various pro-sportsmen and pro-sportswomen's items that will help ensure our outdoor traditions are protected and advanced. H.R. 3590 also addresses some of the most current concerns of America's hunters, recreational anglers, shooters, and trappers. Title III of the bill is legislation I introduced related to public lands filming. This provision directs the Secretary of the Interior and the Secretary of Agriculture for any film crew of 5 persons or fewer to require, permit, and assess an annual fee of $200 for commercial filming activities or similar projects on federal lands and waterways administered by the Secretary. This prohibits the Secretary for persons holding such a permit from assessing any additional fee for commercial filming activities and similar projects that occur in those areas during public hours. I have also introduced the language contained in Title VII, which permanently establishes the Wildlife Hunting and Heritage Conservation Council Advisory Committee. This council advises the Secretary of Interior and Agriculture on wildlife and habitat conservation, recreational hunting, and shooting. Authorization of the council is vital to ensuring that hunters maintain an advisory capacity role across future administrations. Passage of H.R. 3590 will not only elevate the stature of the council, it will also provide the levels of certainty and stability necessary to ensure the council's ability to engage in assisting the government in devising and implementing the innovative long-term solutions that are often necessary.
I'll yield to him another
30 seconds.
Gentleman's recognized for another 30 seconds.
Thank you very much. Long-term solutions that are often necessary to address policy issues important to sportsmen and sportswomen. The passage of H.R. 3590 is important to our sportsmen and women to allow open access to federal lands, as well as to provide needed certainty for the rules surrounding these activities. These hunters and anglers provide a tremendous economic benefit to our country. In 2011, they spent over $90 billion. In my home state of Ohio, sportsmen and sportswomen spent $2.85 billion on hunting and fishing. That is more than the revenues for corn, the state's top grossing agricultural commodity that year. H.R. 3590 is good for the sporting and conservation communities, and I urge my colleagues to support the bill. Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and I yield back.
Gentleman's time has expired.